Alright, so I got quite the contraption going here. Let me explain what I've got going on. So, remember this brace, this inner brace, maybe you remember, maybe you don't. But if I take these clamps off, this thing will pop up. Okay? Well, this brace is separate. I had to cut all these braces off because they didn't, put anything inside. It was all bare metal. So anyway, these never did really fit. They wanted to raise up too much, so I actually had to clamp them down. So now that I'm finalizing and welding this trunk together, I need these flanges all to be tight. So what I'm going to do is come through here and put some tacks here and there, just a few places. That way it'll hold it tight, and I don't have to use these. And then eventually I'll come back probably and completely weld that all the way around and through. So that's what I'm doing right now. I've got another couple of issues that I got going on. And I'm going to have to do a little bit of creative, just kind of the nature of the beast with these parts, I'm going to say. And for me, it just gives me another way to try to be creative, to figure stuff out. So you see I've got my pins in. Well, I figured this would just push down. Well, guess what? This is a radius, and this radius is really strong. So what's happened, as far as I can tell, you see this brace, and that's this brace that goes in here, comes out, and does all this stuff. So you see the brace. Well, it holds it up right there. So, and you see this bow. Well, that bow goes up, and that bow is holding this away from my brace. So what I need to do is I'm going to probably have to split this, and then you can see as I've ground down this edge, I'm probably going to split that, get all this flush, weld it tight, and then work this back into and weld that back in one solid piece, grind it down and make it like it's supposed to be. Again, it's probably the Taiwan part. These frame rails came from somewhere else. They weren't AMD, I don't think. I think I got them through Summit, but I think they were through another place. Of course, the trunk is AMD, so not, this is one of those deals where not all your parts are going to fit like they just don't snap together. They just don't. So if you think you're just going to pop your car together, no problem. Good luck with that. Now, could I take this big ass hammer and go bam, 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 and beat all that down? Absolutely. What's going to happen though, it's just going to just wrinkle this all to crap. So that'd be down and it would be done, and oh yeah, this is going to be covered with carpet or whatever you're going to put in there, and it's going to all that kind of stuff. But you know me, I'm not going to do that. So what I am going to do is split this, put that down, work that in, finesse that in nice, and then weld it back up to where it actually fits like it should have from the beginning. But anyway, that's what I'm going to do right now. I'm just going to tack those pieces so I can let that stuff loose, and then I'll bring you back. All right, so I figured out my happy place. I got the welder at 6 on the voltage and 65 on the wire speed. And what I'm doing is just sticking it right in the middle and just filling it up. I'm not moving it, I'm not circling, I'm just filling it up. So all that heat is penetrating down through, but it's also not burning this away. As you can probably see, this one here turned out really nice. There's a couple other ones that turned out really nice. So that's my happy place, and it's penetrating on the back side, so that's what I'm after. Instead of, whoops, I hope that didn't move it around too much. Anyway, just basically coming straight in, finding the center of that, and just filling it up. We went a little bit longer on that one. Could have had a perfect circle. Try again. Give it a little bit longer. You don't want it to run away either, but you want a good circle in there. There it is. That's what I was after. Perfect little circle. See my fingernail? It's pretty small, pretty hot. And let's move the camera again. But yeah, I've got like a little tiny bead on the back side where it's just coming through. So that's just about what I want. It's not a whole lot of grinding, way less grinding than some of these down here. And these, I think, I want to say are 1/4 inch holes. I'll have to double check that and get back with you, but I think they're 1/4 inch holes. They may be 5/16, but I don't think so. I think I went smaller on these because I knew that if it was a bigger hole, I was going to have to apply more, you know, to get around it, and I would end up having problems. But I could be wrong. Let me double check that, and I'll get back with you in just a second. Let it cool a little bit. I got to fill in this area and this area, and then it's done. Try to get you a little close up. I don't know how zoomed in I was. Oh, my battery's getting ready to go dead. These in-betweens are the tacks that I ground down. So if you see the missing spots, those are already tacks that have been ground down. My battery's getting ready to die, so. Alright. I don't know, like I said, how well that'll show, but that's the underside. That's the little beads that have come through. And you can see, maybe that'll show up. I can't see, I'm too close to it. But I got a couple areas I still got to fill in. Up farther forward actually, and then it looks like there's one little spot right in the center that I need to go ahead and connect, and if I have to I can connect it from this side if it's already been done from the top side, which I don't know if I'm missing. Doesn't appear like I'm missing any. So yeah, I may have to catch that little groove, but the rest of those, there you go. And so you can see I still kept my same radius. This is still nice. All I got to do is grind that down smooth, grind those spot welds off, and that's a done deal. I need to finish this here and finish that, but other than that, that'll take me about 3 minutes. Then I got to do that side. I got to do the same to that side because you can see this gap and how this sheet metal is bent. So I have to do the same thing to get it to contour down because this just too deep, too much to have to push down. So that was my fix for it. I think it's going to work perfect. And that's probably it for today. Hope you guys enjoyed it. See ya.